We are now ready for the tip of our Sonic blockbuster matchup. Number 1 Auburn and number 17 Kentucky in their only regular season matchup. Our officials, Joe Lindsay, KB Burdett, and Chuck Jones. Underway, and it's Auburn with the first possession of the afternoon. Denver Jones at the point, guarded by Lamont Butler. What an outstanding matchup that is, Jay, between two of the premier on-ball defenders in the nation, as Miles Kelly, wasting no time, knocks down a corner three. And here's another great matchup. Amari Williams, Dylan Cardwell, a big, strong defender. Williams can't get a shot off. Andrew Carr can, and he hits.
Kentucky does not switch as often. They do in emergency situations.
Another great cut, and Amari Williams with a beautiful find to Otega-Oweh.
It doesn't. They can initiate offense through him all over the floor. A terrific back cut on the top lock situation by Otega-Oweh. They were supposed to switch that.
Brandon Garrison and Travis Perry have entered the game. A steal by Kelly. Out ahead of the pack. Carr giving chase, but Kelly lays it in.
And scoring the last 18 points. You just don't see that very often.
Miles Kelly coming off a screen and burying.
He set a screen first and then came off a Janai Broom screen.
And count it. Told us yesterday at practice he was under the weather during the week, but still played, and I'm using Bruce's word here, brilliantly Wednesday night.
Auburn runs at times a 5-out offense. That can be really difficult to guard.
Boy, Kelly is feeling it and banks it home. It's his third three of the game, and he's already got 11 here this afternoon.
A little bit of a shock to the system, to Kentucky. It is mindful of what happened when they played at Auburn. Great steal. What hands.
Baker Mazzara back to Broom and misses the layup. Chandler. Oweh got two in the air. Now the drive. And Williams will put it home. A much-needed bucket for the Wildcats. Jess, thank you. That's something Bruce Pearl reiterated to us yesterday as well. Try to get him off the line, defend the three well. Jones with a nice feed to Baker Mazzara.
Anything around the basket is by definition going to be a tough two.
Both of these teams loaded with transfers. Kentucky, an entirely new team this year, including Williams, as we mentioned, a fifth-year player from Drexel. Of players to have great seasons. Oweh to Williams, and muscling it up and in over Cardwell.
It's good to see Amari Williams.
Big Blue Nation getting louder. Kentucky trying to get back into it. Baker Mazzara, a tough shot, and it will go. These guys are good, and they know it. You can see it in practice and pregame warm-ups. And Butler takes one right back and lays it in. 9-point game.
Well, Auburn is really spreading the floor.
Baker Mazzara struggling to pick up some real estate. Leans in, scoops it up and in, and what a game Chad Baker Mazzara is having. Williams driving on Broom, up and in, and a chance for three. Broom missed it.
I'm surprised he didn't take the first opportunity.
Janai Broom is still scoreless. Kobe Brea is not. Jay down to 6.
When you've got a big guy that can initiate offense by bringing it down the floor, that helps your break. And Kobe Brea,
the way to eat ice cream at some point during the game. Jones got by Brea, floats it up and in.
Now whether he went through the rim.
Pettiford drives and scores. Too easy. That's back comes Kelly.
And Miles Kelly is a very good guard rebounder.
Wow. And he's a pretty good shooter.
Wow. What a rebound by Trent Noah.
Brea, a good look. Buries it.
That is a big-time stop and fake to let the defender fly right by. But how many teams have a 7-footer bringing the ball up after a defensive rebound?
Poked away, though, by Broom, and it's Auburn ball.
Making Andrew Carr take a really tough two.
6'7", but plays bigger than that, don't you think?
Because of his length, yes.
Pettiford, the lefty, floats it up and in with the right.
They don't tend to violate after the first one.
That's a good call by you. Thank you. Pettiford for three. Tahad Pettiford. Baker Mazzara will step back and bury a three, and it's the biggest lead of the afternoon for the Tigers. Oweh, due to foul trouble, has not been much of a factor at all. Cardwell keeps it alive. Baker Mazzara lays it in.
And that's the worst shooter among these guards.
Broom, his first field goal of the...
Another double-double for Amari Williams. That's 10 on the season.
Broom pokes it away. Baker Mazzara ahead to Pettiford for the slam. For Auburn. Points off turnovers, 15-3 Auburn.
And that was a turnover for a touchdown. The knock away by Janai.
Williams one-on-one with Broom. The handoff for Brea. And the baseline jumper will go. It's a 2 for Kobe Brea.
Especially to run Kentucky off the three-point line has been fantastic.
And Kelly with a chance for a 4-point play. Third in the nation in scoring at better than 85 points per game. They cannot get anything going. Andrew Carr inside. That'll help.
Kobe Brea came off of. But these switches for Auburn have been spectacular.
Speaking of spectacular. Carr to a cutting Butler, spins, had it blocked by Johnson.
But the defense.
But Kentucky needs all the offense it can get, and always certainly a guy who can provide that, but he's on the bench for a while.
Kentucky sticking with this 1-3-1.
Chris Moore will take one from the corner and hit.
That low man in the 1-3-1 has a lot of space to cover.
Moore, a fifth-year player, all 5 years in the Auburn program with a corner three. Brea knocks one down right over Moore at the other end.
Good pass.
Moore sneaking around on the baseline. Follows his miss and puts it home. 5 quick points for Moore. Just over 1 point per game on the season. Brea with a shot fake, gets it off and hits another one. Brea's got to find help, gets it to Butler. Shot clock's at 3. Almanor tips it to Brea.
What a smart play by Ensley Almanor.
Well, we would like to welcome everyone back here to Lexington. Dan Schulman, Jay Billis, Jess Sims. We know we have been gone for a while now. Everybody joining us on ESPN News. Here is what happened. A generator here at Rupp Arena caught on fire. So first and foremost, thankfully, from what we understand, everybody is okay. But obviously that knocked us off the air for a long, long time. We are back, and while we were away, Auburn just kept doing what it's doing. They've played physically, they've played good defense, they've executed well at the offensive end, and number one is on its way to yet another road victory in the SEC.
Yeah, the time we were away, it has been more of the same for Auburn. Their defense has been outstanding. It's been just a tremendous performance by the Auburn guards, especially Chad Baker Mazzara. Miles Kelly has been spectacular, and Tahad Pettiford, who's taken over the point guard duty since Denver Jones went out of the game with that foot, and he got kicked in the foot, his right foot ankle area, and he's not been back in the game since. And Pettiford's taken over and done a fabulous job both running the team and offensively.
All 3 of those perimeter players have at least 20 points. There's Jones, kicked in the right ankle. Was originally questionable to return, but now has been ruled out. Kelly has a career-high 8 threes, and he's got 27 points. Pettiford has 21 points, 6 for 9 from the field. Chad Baker Mazzara has 20 points. So they've combined for 68. In spite of a rare off game for Janai Broom, Auburn is going to, or seems to be on the way to winning this game handily on the road against a really good team in Kentucky, and that's a credit to the depth and the number of different options they've got.
And the defense and the defensive game plan. This could be number 9.
Wow.
He has had a career game against Kentucky in Rupp Arena. But the defensive game plan for Auburn, Dan, has been spectacular and just so well executed. The switching, taking away the three-point line from Kentucky, and the kind of statement that the Auburn Tigers made today.
Colin Chandler gathers and scores. The shot clock turned off.
Coach, taking this all in right now. the guys behind you, the tears, talk to me about them.
Well, unbelievable team effort. These guys love each other, they care each other, and they're calling God right now. And I want you to call God. Your God wants to hear from you. And we give him all the glory.
First time winning here since 1988. Shared at least, you clinched at least a share of the SEC championship. What does that mean to you and your program?
I love this place. Rupp Arena is hallowed ground, and we won our 5th championship in 8 years on Holiday.
What else?